your friends call, you're going out to hang out with them, and you realize that you need an oil change. Well, first we should start off with how. Some vehicles, like this one, will tell you on a light, change engine oil. Some people record their miles to know when to change the oil, but for oil changes for dummies, you can check the dipstick and look at the oil and see that it's real gross. You can tell that it's dirty. So now you need to change the oil. How do you do that? We're gonna go under the car. First, we gotta drain the oil. So we've got this oil drain here, drain plug, we gotta take off. And alright, so you can just take the drain plug off with your hands, and if it comes off, don't let it burn you. Alright, see, now it's draining. And then you can take that oil filter off. This is a new one, so you're not going to have to take this one off. But the oil filter needs to be replaced. So well, why do we change our oil? So it's important to change our oil because the oil filter will plug, and it'll create a bypass, so the valve will open, and it'll allow dirty oil to go through the oil filter, and that the oil that's filled with dirt, it loses lubricating properties with age and miles, and so you lose oil pressure and it'll ruin the motor. So it's important to change your oil. Alright, so while we're waiting, this is the old oil filter. When you take the old oil filter off, you have to make sure not to leave this little ring on there, because then it can add more length, I guess, to it, and you know, it'll blow out. So that actually happened to my sister. She lost an engine that way because the oil change wasn't done right. So so along the same lines of that rubber seal not sticking to the engine, you need to lubricate the new one with this grease so that you can spin it on easier, and so that when you take it off, it doesn't stick to the engine. It just makes it easier altogether. So now we're gonna go back under the car and put the nut back onto the drain plug. So, right, similar, well, same spot as where you took it off, you can just screw it on. Make sure you get it on there nice and tight. You know, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Fail. Make sure you get it on there nice and tight. And then you can come over and add the oil. In through here. So, and then when you're done adding the oil, you'll check the oil. It'll be a little bit high because the engine won't have filled the filter yet. So it should be a little bit high, and make sure you don't overflow the funnel, because then it'll have been pointless and the oil won't actually get into the engine. The oil is changed. Just take off your coveralls and you're ready to go off with some friends.